Well, we told you a little bit earlier this week about First Lady Michelle Obama's mandated study to weigh and measure 3,000 children in daycare to help fight childhood obesity. I had a little rant that day. But the food police are not stopping there. In New York City, little ones in daycare will be limited to just 4 ounces of juice a day and no sugary juices at all for kids under 2. Other new rules restrict the amount of time children spend sitting to less than 30 minutes a day. Reaction from parents is mixed.
I feel can lose some weight, be more active, so it's not really a problem. It's just them finding the right way to do it where it's not, overbearing.
They doing too much on the rules. Like, us as a mother, we should make our own decision when it comes to our daughter, our kid.
All right, so that's a juice thing. How about your money? The feds now are spending nearly $150,000 to test a mindful eating intervention on third graders in California. The project will use the methods of a Zen teacher to try to get kids to slow down and appreciate the food before them rather than scarfing down high-calorie junk. Bill.
Yes.
My goodness gracious. Is there any danger? Is there a slippery slope? I don't know. Your thoughts on the nanny state?
Well, I want to know if the 4 ounces of juice that the urchins get to drink, does that count?
What'd you call them?
Urchins.
Oh.
Does that count the amount they spill on themselves, too?
Oh.
I mean,
You're a dad.
Is it just intake or is it stuff that's all over there?
Good point.
Look, I think it's important in America for irresponsible parents to have a wall. So I understand the social engineering, because we have a lot of parents in this country, unfortunately, who don't care what their children do, don't care what they eat, don't care how they behave, how they speak, what they learn. So the public school system sees kids walk in, and their diet is terrible. And if this is food distributed by the public school system that we pay for, they should have regulations. I have no beef with that. It is nanny state-ish, but it's necessary because we have so many irresponsible parents.
Yeah, and when you look at the sugar element of this and the number of kids who are now developing diabetes and dental problems.
It's a serious problem. Fast food, junk food. I mean, these kids that eat pizza every single day. So if it's public money and food distributed by the school should have standards.
But there's also this case in New York City with Mayor Bloomberg saying, making these rules about daycare centers, and so I guess some people are complaining, calling it nanny state. But I think it's good saying that.
It's de Blasio actually.
Oh, sorry, de Blasio.
Yeah.
Yes, de Blasio. That they can't be looking at their iPads, all day. They can't be watching TV.
Yeah, you got to get them.
That's not what you're supposed to be doing in daycare.
Right.
You should be right.
But the road to hell is often paved with good intentions, Bill. I mean, I think that they are well-intentioned. They want to get kids healthy, but we're hearing reports of kids being hungry at the school. That this is causing mental problems. I mean, I'm flashing back to the day when we had the Presidential Fitness Award and they would weigh us all in school. It's pretty traumatizing, especially if you're the fat kid.
I don't think they should be weighing anybody. Again, it has to do with developing a curriculum that's active. Nothing wrong with that. We'd all agree, right?
Sure.
We want an active curriculum. You got to go outside. You got to walk a little. Here's a ball. Don't hit the other kid with the ball. And here's the food, a balanced thing. And if little Johnny doesn't want to eat it and he's hungry, tough.
But they'll create a generation of people with eating disorders because they're so, especially girls.
Oh, Andrea,
Bill, that's absolutely true. It's been documented. It's this hyper focus on everything.
1 or 2 kids are going to have an eating disorder no matter what you do. It's the greater good that must be served.
The greater good.
Yes.
There's the People's Republic of Massachusetts oozing out.
You don't want to be pumping these kids full of sugar. I mean, I just think some of it's a joke.
I don't understand why it has to be one way or the other. I mean, can't there be a happy medium in all of this? It doesn't have to be sugar. It all costs the same.
I think no juice box. Yeah, that makes sense. An 8-month-old shouldn't have a juice box. But like in California, mindfulness. Eat in silence, very slowly, kids.
Yeah.
Focus on every bite, little ones. Teach you to respect your own inner wisdom by using your senses to choose your food. I mean, if I went home to South Carolina and I brought grandkids home to my parents and I said, children, our family speaks in silence, Mom and Dad. We're going to focus on every bite. My parents would roll their eyes and think, come home, please.
But that's California. That's not really part of the United States.
Oh, my goodness.
But I like the inner wisdom. Because among 6 and 7-year-olds, I see a lot of that inner wisdom coming out. Ever go to the movies with these kids?
With the second or third grader.
Plenty inner wisdom.